Hello, hi, holiboli. Valeria here, welcome. So here in Sydney, we've been in lockdown for around 5 weeks now, and sadly the situation hasn't been going that good. So it is expected that lockdown is going to be extended. I don't do quite well without something to look forward to, so for today's video I wanted to do something light-hearted and fun. And by looking at the content of other Lolitas, I was reminded of the existence of this Level Up Lolita quiz that was published all the way back to 2014 by the blog F Yeah Lolita. I remember I did this quiz back when it was first released. I used to have a blog that it has now been deleted, so I thought it would be fun to do this again and see where I'm standing now. If you happen to be watching this video and you are also into fashion, let's do this together. I have prepared an Excel spreadsheet to help me with the points. It's 128 questions, so hopefully it's not going to be a very long video. Let's just jump into it. So question number 1 is, do you have a favorite brand? I do. My favorite brand is Baby the Starshine Bright. Next question is, do you own a petticoat? I do. If you don't have a petticoat, the silhouette is not quite achievable, so I do recommend everyone to have one, at least one. Number 3, you own multiple petticoats in different cuts and or lengths. I do. I own 3, one cupcake, one A-line, and one really not very fluffy for casual dresses like this Emily Temple cute one. 4, you own a parasol. I do. I own 2 by Baby the Starshine Bright. One is in Peru though, and another one by Innocent World that it's also in Peru. You own an item from a brand. I'm wearing a brand today. You own a novelty item from a brand. Plates, mugs, stuffed animals, home decor, and other non-wearables. I do. I own a novelty handkerchief by Baby, also a novelty necklace, and also a Milky Chang foam pochette. You own an item from Bodyline. I do. An old school skirt, and I also ordered some shoes that hopefully arrive next week. 8, you own an item from a Taobao brand. I do. I own some dresses and a lot of filler items for my closet. 9, you own an item from a Western indie brand. I do. It's actually from my favorite Peruvian designer, which is my lovely friend Luisa. She used to have a Lolita brand called Cute Berry, and I still own some accessories from that brand. She now has another brand that it's not Lolita per se, but it's very romantic and girly. It's under her name, Luisa Sciolli, so I do recommend you check it out. It's really romantic and cute. 10, you own an item you bought off eBay, Amazon, or a shady website and it came out okay. I actually have bought some accessories and stuff from AliExpress and nothing wrong with them whatsoever, so I'm going to get a point for this one as well. 11, you've bought brand directly from their official store. I have bought from their online stores, so let's say that's the same. 12, you've bought a lucky pack. I have. In the past, I bought a Metamorphose lucky pack. 13, you bought an item in Reserve. I did. My Baby the Starshine Bright Hawase doll. A little update on that one. Sadly, EMS shipping between Japan and Australia is on hold for the moment, so my Hawase doll is stuck at the Baby warehouse. 14, you own a complete Lolita outfit. Let's say I do. 15, you've worn a complete Lolita outfit in public. I do. 16, you've worn a complete Lolita outfit in public and it wasn't even on Halloween or at a convention. Yeah, I've worn Lolita to work, to just go out, for lunches, dinners. So I guess I do get a point for that one. 17, you've bought and sold on an online Lolita community. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've sold so many dresses over my time. 18, you've paid retail price for a rare second-hand brand. That damn angelic pretty one piece. 19, you've paid double the retail price for a rare second-hand brand. Now, to be fair, even if I really like something, I have my limits when it comes to second-hand shopping. 20, you've paid less than 20% the retail price for second-hand brand. Example, you paid 40 for a piece that originally cost $1,200. I love bargains, and there is nothing better than finding a good deal. 21, you've bought from a Japanese auction. I have. 22, you've ordered from a shopping service. 23, you wear clothes you've made for yourself. No, actually, when I first started, my first piece was a skirt I made with my grandma, and then I sold it out. But otherwise, that was the only time I've made a piece of clothing that I've worn. So I guess half a point because I did on the past. 24, you wear a print you've designed yourself. No. 25, you wear clothes you've had custom made for you. When I first started wearing Lolita, I didn't have the means to buy from Lolita stores. So yeah, I had clothes made for me. 26, have had brand pieces altered to fit your size or style. I haven't done major modifications on a brand piece. I do usually extend the straps of my dresses if they are falling too high. 27, you've been wearing Lolita for over a year. I have. 8, you've been wearing Lolita for over 5 years. I have. 29, you've been wearing Lolita for over a decade. I started in 2007, so yeah. 30, you have enough Lolita outfits to wear a new one every day of a week. Let me double check how many main pieces I've got. I do have them in a notebook. I do. You have enough Lolita outfits to wear a new one every day for a month. Oh my gosh, I do. 32, you've converted an interested friend to Lolita. So when I was in uni, I met this amazing girl that I'm lucky to still call my friend, and she was into cute stuff and anime and whatnot. So I don't know if I was the first person that introduced her to Lolita, but I encouraged her to get pieces for herself, and yeah, we used to go around wearing Lolita. 33, you wear brand with your normal wardrobe. I do, especially now that I'm old and I've been in the fashion for a while. I just don't care. I wear everything with anything. 34, you don't have a normal wardrobe because you only wear Lolita. I don't only wear Lolita, but I do like cutesy kind of stuff. So my wardrobe is all mixed, so I guess I get half a point for this one. 35, you know how to hand wash your Lolita clothes. Please wash your clothes. Please. 36, you know how to wash a wig. Yeah, I wear wigs. So once you've got one, you need to learn how to wash them. 37, you've worn a wig, sequin lenses, or false eyelashes. Yeah, especially when I first started, sequin lenses, wigs, and whatnot were super popular, and of course false eyelashes. I used to wear them all the time. 38, you've worn a wig, sequin lenses, and false eyelashes all at once. I have, and I don't know how I did it. I also used to wear these like super heavy eyelashes that I can't wear anymore. I tried to wear a pair a couple of weeks ago and I was just so uncomfy. I don't know how I used to do that. 39, you own a pair of rocking horseshoes. I used to own a pair in the past and then I sold them, and recently I bought a new pair. So I do own a pair of rocking horseshoes now. 40, you own a pair of tea party shoes. If you saw my video of my Lolita unpopular opinions, I don't like the party shoes, so no, sorry. Feel bad now. 41, you own a purse shaped like something ridiculous. I do. 42, you own an old school rectangle headdress. I didn't used to, but the Havase doll set came with a headdress, so I guess now I own one, even if it's still on the way. 43, you own a bonnet. I've got one of those new straw hat bonnet sort of things. I don't know if it's a bonnet or an oversized headdress. Let's get half a point for that one because I'm quite not sure what these things are. 44, you own Lolita roomwear or pajamas. Not really. 45, you own a Lolita item that was released this past year. As you guys know, I've got How Was It All on the way, which is brand new even if it's re-released. And I've got Sweet Cherry Margaret from Angelique Pretty. You own a Lolita item that was released over 6 years ago. It's 2021, that's 2015. I do the Snow White collaboration dress with Baby the Starshine Brighty from 2014. Do you own a Lolita item that was released over 10 years ago? I do. I normally collect the old ones. 48. You own every item released in a favorite print series. No, actually, I normally just get the main piece and then I just mix and match. 49. You've worn something on your head that was never intended to be worn on a head. There was a time when for a photo shoot, I made my friend wear a mini Usakumiya rucksack on her head, but I believe I haven't done that myself. 50. You've worn a trendy accessory, D-horns, halos, piñuas, eyeballs, etc. I haven't. It was just never my thing. 51. You've worn Sweet Lolita. Yay. 52. You've worn Classic Lolita. I have actually. I think my style right now is like sweet classic sort of thing. 53. You've worn Gothic Lolita. I have. When I first started, Gothic was like the popular style, so I started with that one. 54. You've worn Old School Lolita. Let's say I do. 55. You've worn boy style. No, I've never been into boy style, so no. 56. You've worn one of the lesser known Lolita substyles such as punk, ero, wa, or guro. I think I haven't. I always admired punk a lot, but I didn't think I have the swag to pull it off, if you know what I mean. 57. You know the difference between a jumper skirt and an OP. I do. 58. You can name at least 5 prints. Let's do prints I own. So, Baby the Starshine Bride, Princess Honey Tea Saloon, Baby the Starshine Bride, Elisama Strawberry Chocolate Parfait, Angelique Pretty, Powder Rose, Angelique Pretty, Sweet Cherry Margaret, and for the final one, let's say Baby the Starshine Bride, Marie Antoinette. Ooh, 59. You can tell which items are from which brand just by looking at them. If it's Angelique Pretty or Baby, I can tell straight away. However, I don't feel that confident about the other brands, so let's get half a point for this one. 60. You can tell which items are from which brand by just looking at them, even if they're not a print. Half a point again for this one, because if it's Baby, I can tell they've got such a distinct style. However, with other brands, it's not as easy, I believe. 61. You can tell which year a brand piece came from just by looking at it. If it's the old ones, yes. So let's get half a point for that one. 62. You've taken Lolita outfit snaps. I have. 63. You've traveled to visit a fancy looking place just to take outfit snaps. I have. I used to do that in Peru a lot. 64. You've started a trend that others have followed. I don't think I'm that much of a trendsetter. 65. You own a Gothic and Lolita Bible. I do. 66. You own every single Gothic and Lolita Bible. Sadly, no. I wish I had them, but no. 67. Your picture is in a Gothic and Lolita Bible. I was never blessed with that. 68. Your picture is in a Gothic and Lolita Bible because you are a model for a brand. No. 69. You own a Lolita sewing pattern book. Now, as I've letting you know, I'm quite not good at sewing like in a machine. 70. You've made something from a Lolita sewing pattern book. No. 71. You've seen Kamikaze Girls. I have. It was my obsession when I first started. You've read Kamikaze Girls. Actually, every time I feel lost, I reread Kamikaze Girls. 73. You've met Nobala Takemoto. I haven't. You've met Misako Aoki. I wish I had. Every time she came to Latin America, I was either saving really hard or I wasn't in the country. Misako has made you an official Lolita ambassador. No. 76. You've met one of your favorite Lolita designers. Yeah, I wish I met the Baby the Starshine Bright designers. 77. You've learned how to sew craft just so you can make your own Lolita clothes accessories. I know basic sewing and like crafting, and I do make myself some accessories, so let's get a point for this one. 78. You've decorated your house bedroom to match your Lolita wardrobe. Actually no, my space is more like Disney or Harry Potter, but otherwise no, I don't have like Lolita things hanging around. 79. Your Lolita wardrobe is part of your decor. Example, you display your hats on a shelf, keep a mannequin dressed up on a display, etc. No, I used to have Lolita dresses on a mannequin before. However, after reading about prints fading due to sun damage, I decided that I didn't want to do that. So now all of my Lolita dresses are always in a closet. 80. You've been interviewed for a newspaper magazine article for wearing Lolita. Yeah, back in the day, I made it to a couple of publications. 81. You've made friends through Lolita. I have some people that I still talk to today. 82. You've made friends in foreign countries through Lolita. Have. 83. You've celebrated International Lolita Day. I have, and during the periods when I stopped wearing Lolita, I would still wear it just for International Lolita Day. 84. You have a separate Facebook profile for your Lolita. Don't have the time to manage two accounts. 85. You are known by a different name when you wear Lolita. No. Just go by my name. Security wise, maybe not the smartest. 86. You've twinned with someone. Have I? I don't think I have. 87. You've tripled with people. Oh, I wish. 88. You've been part of a group of clones. I wish. 89. You've taken Purikura in Lolita before. I have. 90. You have a Purikura app on your phone. I do. Still. This is still popular. 91. You've had to explain what you are wearing to a stranger. Oh, yeah, that's the usual. 92. You've been called a princess by small children. Oh, I have. 93. Old ladies have complimented you and remarked how nice it is to see young people dressed so nicely. Yeah, I have. Older women usually like the fashion quite a lot. 94. You've been called Bo Peep, of course. 95. You've been asked if you were in a play. I have. Is there a play going on? Yeah. 96. You've been asked what you were cosplaying as or compared to an anime character. Yes, it does happen. Especially if you go to conventions, they're like, oh, what character are you dressing as me? 97. You're a member of online Lolita communities. I am, and I actually started in an online Lolita community. 98. You are active in online Lolita community. Lately I am, because there is no other way to communicate these days. 99. You are a mod on online Lolita community. No, not anymore. 100. Oh my gosh. You mod an online Lolita community of over 1,000 members. Well, I don't even mod any sort of community. 101. You've attended a meetup. I have. You've attended a tea party meetup. I have. You've attended a brand sponsored tea party. No, I haven't, and I'm so upset with myself because I had the chance, and then because I was saving, I just didn't go. You've traveled multiple hours to attend a meetup. Two max? Let's give us half a point. You've hosted a meetup. I have. You've hosted over 6 meetups. I have. You've hosted a meetup with over 20 attendees. I have. You've been to a Lolita swap meet. I haven't actually. You've attended a large-scale Lolita event or convention. The Peruvian Lolita community, Lolimafia, would host these large Lolita events for Latin American or Spanish-speaking Lolitas that were quite big. You've been on a staff at a large-scale Lolita event or convention. I've been a staff for like conventions. You've been to a Lolita panel at a convention. I have. You've hosted your own panel at a convention. I have. You've seen a Lolita fashion show. I have. You've modeled in a Lolita fashion show. I have. You've seen a brand fashion show. I haven't because I was silly and didn't attend. You've modeled in a brand fashion show. Oh, I wish. You own your own Lolita clothes accessory line. No. You've hosted your own brand's fashion show. Oh, no. You've visited a Lolita shop. I wish. Travel to another country just to buy from Lolita shops. No. You own and run your own Lolita shop. No. You are friends with a brand shop girl. No. You are a brand shop girl. No. You run a Lolita blog. Should we call this a blog? Maybe. Let's call this a blog. You run a Lolita blog with over 1,000 followers. No. Wonder if I'll ever get there. You have been called E-famous. No, I've never been. Probably never will. You've been called E-infamous. Not that I know of. You've been featured on TV for wearing Lolita. I have, actually, back in the day. And those are all the questions. Those were the 128 questions. So now let's get our result. And I got 84.5 answers. Let's round that to 85. So if you get 1 to 15 answers, you are a curious onlooker. If you got 16 to 40, you are just starting out. If you got 41 to 60, you are a well-rounded Lolita. 61 to 80, experienced Lolita. 81 to 100, top of your game. And if you have more than 101, you are Lolita royalty. So since I got 84.5, that means I'm at the top of my game. I wonder if there is any Lolita royalty that are still wearing the fashion these days. I can't think of one of my friends that might be Lolita royalty. Should ask her to take this one. Anyway, that was it. That was really fun. It took me through a bit of a memory lane with all the things I've done before. So let me know how you did, which Lolita level are you, and also what you think of this quiz. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!